Warning, this video is solely about my opinions on fighting games. It is not meant to put down any of the fighting games I don't personally enjoy playing, nor am I saying any fighting games that I love are better than those I don't. Enjoy! Fighting games. We all love these bad boys. From learning combos, to discovering neutral with our favorite characters, to playing casual and ranked matches where we show our skill and put what we've learned to the test, it's all a grand old time. But this video isn't just about fighting games. It's about the fast and the slow, the anime fighters and the traditional fighters, the team games and the solo character games. I love slow fighting games. Before we get into it, everybody, this video is sponsored by—
No, it's not.
What?
You're not sponsored, bro. What are you even on about right now?
Okay, never mind. Subscribe to the channel and let's get into this real quick. What are slow fighting games? I think it would be easiest to show you what I'm talking about by first looking at the really fast-paced stuff. We've got Dragon Ball FighterZ, Marvel vs. Capcom, Skullgirls, Guilty Gear, Under Night, Persona, Melty Blood, etc. These are the kinds of games that I would consider to be among the faster types of fighting games. Neutral often consists of characters jumping, double jumping, air dashing, performing long block strings, throwing out moves and assists to cover massive amounts of the screen, and all that good stuff. These are all fast fighting games in my opinion. The slow fighting games that I want to talk about today are the grounded fighters, the ones with many options that require full commitment to throw out in a match, the ones where you gotta play footsies with your opponent to find an opening to get a full combo on them. I'm talking about the Street Fighters, the Mortal Kombats, and even the Smash Bros games to some degree. Games that typically don't function at a high speed, leaving plenty of room for moments like these. I know that there are plenty of games in these series that do play very quickly, like Street Fighter Third Strike, Mortal Kombat 10, or Smash Bros Melee, but I always find myself attracted to playing the ones that slow down the pace and kind of require you to play chess with your opponent in order to succeed. You need patience, you need precision, and you need reactions. These are the games that I'm talking about. In all of these games, when I'm really trying hard to best my opponent, I'm either trying to rush them down with options that are safe on block or difficult to punish, or keep my space and try to bait them into doing something they shouldn't have so that I can come in with a punish of my own. To clarify, these are the types of games that I'm most comfortable doing these things in. I'm not saying that this doesn't exist in the faster genre of fighting games. I just find it more difficult to find time to try doing any of that in a game like Dragon Ball FighterZ or Marvel vs. Capcom 3, for example. For me, slower fighting games offer a lot more in the way of showing player expression through my style of fighting. There's so much room in every match to switch up how I'm playing and try to completely throw off my opponent from how they were playing in the start of the game. I mentioned rush down and backing off earlier, and I think that's a pretty good example of what I mean here. Playing Aki in Street Fighter 6, I'm able to throw stuff all over the screen while I back off, or use these same tools to pressure an opponent into letting me in and putting on the pressure that way. Or in Smash Bros Ultimate, you've got the whole stage to play as rushdown or as campy as you like. To me, this is one of the strongest ways that I can see player expression shining through from one player to another. On the receiving end of this though, I also really like to play defense in slower fighting games like this. Blocking your opponent's attacks until just the right moment where you can find your punish, or calling out their attack options with a movement option that punishes them heavily for trying to pressure you too hard feels so rewarding to me in a game like this. There are plenty of times where speed shows its face in all of these games that I've been playing, and those moments are exhilarating, but it doesn't feel like it's overwhelming me. I just put on my patient pants and hold on for my moment to strike to come around. But if I'm playing Strive, for example, it becomes really hard for me to find what is actually an opening in a block string that I'm able to punish. Not to mention a lot of anime fighters seem to have true block strings, and that really seems to throw me off. I guess what I'm really trying to say is that I love a fighting game that gives me time to think. During neutral, both players really gotta think about what they can do to get in or what buttons they want to be pressing on their opponent's block. Having one jump with a committed jump arc every time you use it can really play into your defeat if your opponent knows how to anti-air, and drive rush or quick moving special moves often aren't enough to catch your opponent off their guard. It's a real battle of patience and precision to me, and that's what I love about these games. I don't know how to elaborate on this further without sort of saying what I've already said in different words, but hopefully this video was able to get my thoughts out there in a convenient and concise way. I know the games I've been talking about today can't all be just defined as fast or slow, as the characters within them will sometimes dictate the pace by themselves, but I hope you're able to understand what I'm saying. I like playing games like this, and I'm not so much a fan of playing games like this. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to drop a like and subscribe for future content. And whether you agreed with me or not on the points I've been talking about here, drop a comment on what you'd prefer in the comment section below. Do you like to play fighting games at light speed? Or are you on my side with the chess playing footsies and neutral kind of fighting games? I'd love to hear your take on this, especially because I've kinda just been talking about myself this whole time. What I'd like to leave you with is the fact that I don't play these faster games, but I still love to watch them. In games like MVC3 or Skullgirls, I'm definitely still able to see player expression and slow to fast-paced gameplay from player to player. I'm just not as comfortable playing them and doing it all myself. All fighting games bring me joy in one way or another, and I kind of think that's the most beautiful part about fighting games as a whole. So, keep playing what you're playing, keep watching what you're watching, and the FGC is gonna live forever. Anyways, my name is Myloe, and I'm out.